Hello everyone, let's start a new chapter, living organism and their surrounding. At the end of this video, you will be able to understand about biotic and abiotic factors, habitat, adaptations, and also you can explain about the different adaptations of the organism according to their habitat. So before we start the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Living organism and their surrounding. Suppose you go to a desert and a hilly area. Would you find the same kind of living organism in both the places? No. The living organism of a desert and a hilly area differ a lot. And not only the living organism, but also the non-living components of the areas differ, like different soil, different weather condition. Our surrounding include both things, living and non-living things. The living component that is present in our surrounding are known as the biotic component. So biotic components are what? All the living component of an environment is biotic component. Example, animals, humans and microbes. Whereas the non-living components of the environment is known as abiotic components of the environment. Example, sunlight, air, water, soil and temperature. Now we come to the next topic, habitat. Students, we all know that every organism requires some place where its basic essential things must be present. This place is habitat for that organism. Means what is habitat? The natural environment in which an organism lives is called its habitat. A habitat has all the environmental conditions that an organism may need to survive, like proper food, water, shelter, proper temperature. The two main categories of habitats are terrestrial habitat or land habitat and aquatic habitat or water habitat. That we discuss later on. Now let's come to the next topic, that is adaptations. What is adaptation? The ability of living organism to survive in a particular habitat by modifying its body parts is called adaptation. Children, living organism possess some special characteristics that enable them to survive in a particular environment. This is adaptation, and these special features or characteristics are called adaptive features, like hibernation, migration, camouflage. These are some special adaptive features. Let's learn about these features. Hibernation. During hibernation, animals reduce their all body activities and go for a deep sleep. They awake when the temperature is favorable to them. During hibernation, an animal's body temperature, heartbeat, breathing, and other metabolic activities slow down significantly in order to conserve energy. Migration. Migration is a seasonal movement from one place to another to get favorable conditions. Some animals, like fish and birds, show migration during very cold conditions. Camouflage. Camouflage is the ability of an organism to blend in with its surrounding. Many animals show camouflage also. Now we come to the types of habitats. The two main categories of habitat are terrestrial or land habitat and aquatic or water habitat. The terrestrial habitat is further divided in four types, that is grassland, desert, forest and mountains. So we start with the grassland habitat. What is grassland's habitat? The big open spaces of grasses are called grasslands. They cover about 1/4 of Earth's total land surface. Grassland can be found all over the world except on the Antarctica. Now we learn the different features of the plant in the grassland habitat. Adaptations in plant. Following are the some adaptations shown by the plants in grassland. As grassland do not get a lot of rain, so many of the plants growing here have small leaves to reduce loss of water. The plants have roots that grow deep into the soil. As they have a strong root system, they are not easily destroyed when animals walk on them or eat them. Grasslands have very few shrubs and trees, as it can too windy in the grassland. The plants here have very soft stems that bend easily without breaking. Different types of grasses that are found in grasslands are adaptations in animals. Animals found here show the following adaptation feature. They have strong legs that enable them to run away at a high speed from their predators or any danger. They also have a very good eyesight to spot danger. Some animals have a good sense of smell. This alerts them to danger nearby. These animals tend to live in herds as it is safer than being alone. The body color of some animals mostly gets camouflaged with the surrounding, making them less susceptible to predators and also help them in hunting their hunt. Now understand about the desert. Deserts are hot and dry habitats. The plants and animals of desert habitats have some special features to adapt to this habitat. Let's discuss that. Adaptation in plants. In order to cope up with the lack of water, plants show many adaptive features. Desert plants store water in their stem. As maximum loss of water takes place through the leaves, they are reduced to spines in some plants. This minimizes the loss of water. In such plants, photosynthesis takes place in the stem. In some plants, leaves are covered by a waxy coating and are small in size to minimize water loss. In order to get water, most desert plants have long roots that go deep into the soil. Adaptations in desert animals. These animals live in burrow to avoid the sun. Camels store fat in hump and water in long neck. Most animals in the desert are nocturnal. Now we discuss about the mountains. Let's discuss adaptations in plants in the mountain region. You must have noticed that as you go up to the mountain, the weather becomes colder. Some of the adaptations in plants found in mountains are: in mountain, leaves of plants are small and tough. Roots grow deep so it can cope up with the strong winds. Trees grow in a triangular shape so snow can fall from it. Most of the trees are cone-shaped and bear cones. These are called conifers. It has needle-like leaves that let snow and rainwater slide off easily. Now, adaptation in animals in the mountain region. The mountain provides natural habitat to a large number of animals. These animals have developed fur for the purpose of insulation. These animals have thick layer of fat on them which give them heat. In mountain region, animals undergo hibernation during the winter season. Also, animals living in the mountain have larger lungs, more blood cells and more hemoglobin. Helps in carrying oxygen to the cells because of the increased pressure and lack of oxygen at higher altitudes. In the next video, we discuss about aquatic habitats.